Hey, what's up?
Welcome back to Go Local Live. I'm Ava Gaudette.
I'm Chachi Carvalho.
Yay! We're back in the Navigate Credit Union Broadcast Center. My next guest, Chachi Carvalho. I'm so excited to finally have you on the show. I've been working on this one. You are like a Rhode Island living legend. You're internationally acclaimed for your music. You're an educator. You're a poet and a youth advocate. You're doing so much. And so I'm really excited to finally have you here to talk to you.
I'm excited to be here too.
Let's start a little bit about your music. That's what most people know you for.
Yeah.
I know you come from a musical family.
Mm-hmm.
And so how did it kind of start in you as a kid? What was your inspiration?
I didn't know as a really young age. I didn't know how much music was influencing my life until I really started to be comfortable with being alone. And in those times I started writing. I think I really got put on to hip hop. I was around like 11 years old, and I started by just like freestyling. Only around my older cousin at first because I was embarrassed to show my friends. Then I started writing at about 14. And then that's when I really started to show off, and I was pretty good right from the start. I was writing stories and songs, and then I recorded my first song when I was 19. Me and my buddy Joey Beats snuck into the production room at URI at the radio station, and that was my first recording studio. And from that point on, I just kind of fell in love with the whole process, with everything about it, with the songwriting process, with recording and mixing. I love post-production. It's something that I really take pride in. I just haven't stopped. And, I've been blessed with so many opportunities to travel and to perform. My band's absolutely incredible. It's taken on various forms as far as the musicians are concerned, but my band has been with me and has been a staple in my music and the direction of my music for the past 10 years.
I love that you have a live band.
Yeah.
I think that's I really it really adds so much more musicality and not that hip hop to beats is what most people are used to hearing, but when you go to a live show, you're at one of these big festivals that you perform at, and you have that live band kick in. It's just amazing. Yeah. So you guys have been working together for 10 years
with the band for roughly 10 years. The amazing thing about it is that I work with so many amazing producers, so the band is just like having a nuclear weapon, right? You know what I mean? But my cousin, my DJ Cadillac Jack, is my right-hand man. He always holds me down. And then a longtime producer friend of mine, he goes by Jay DePina, is one of the best in the game, has been for as long as I can remember. We've been working together since we were 13. And the band has an opportunity to, do live interpretations of the music that we create. So in terms of my creative process, everything is made in the traditional form of hip-hop. It's not me and my band don't really write together.
Right.
We just perform together.
Yeah.
But my songwriting process hasn't changed since 99.
That's cool. You're keeping it real.
Keeping it real.
So what inspires you most, lyrically?
Oh, just life,
Yeah.
Like I said, I'm a dad. I'm an educator. I coach football at Shea High School. Yeah, Shea Coventry will coming for y'all on Friday.
Uh-oh.
I work as an educator at Roger Williams University. For a program called Gateway to College, and I work with 33 of the most amazing students. These are students between the ages of 16 and 24 who have, for some reason, were not successful in the traditional school setting. So they left high school prior to graduating, or are behind in credits. So they're here, they work with me, they inspire me every day. They're just so creative and just full of life, and they just have this drive and this passion to just have a better life for themselves. I just can't not be inspired by that on a daily basis. So being around that energy every day, and then being around my own children every day, it's impossible to not be filled with positivity and hope, even though we're living in these trying times and with so much negativity around. I try my best to just keep my negative energy blockers up at all times, and I also try my best to not be that negative energy, because it's really easy to give your negative energy to somebody else and have them carry it out throughout the day, and that's how it spreads. It becomes contagious. So I just try my best to just keep it positive. I do a lot.
You do a lot. That is an understatement.
It's the only way I know how to live. It's 10 things at a time, Yeah,
because you're still, doing your music. You're still performing. And you did South by Southwest earlier this year. You did the PBD Fest, which is a huge event here. But in the meantime, you are continuing to be a youth advocate, and you are also doing kind of motivational speaking at colleges. I mean, where do you find the time?
I just make it. There are 24 hours in a day, and that's a lot of time as long as like the priorities are set. So, first and foremost, my family comes first, and as long as they have smiles on their faces, I know I can walk out of the door and do whatever I have to do and come back, and I know that those smiles aren't going to be gone. So that motivates me. So the more I do, it just shows my own children that you don't have to be confined to doing one thing and just work a 9 to 5 and then go home and that's it.
Right.
That's not the way I like to live. I enjoy, I love watching live music. I love to travel. I love food, all types of food. I love just learning about people. So I just, move and shake and do what I have to do.
Yeah.
So besides working my full-time job at Roger Williams University, gateway to college, if you don't know yet, trust me, we're coming. We're doing it big right now. And we're definitely being change agents right now in Providence. I'm super excited about everything that's going on at Roger Williams. So
that's great.
Obviously, I have to promote it.
You should.
My music work, the performances that I'm doing, a couple big shows coming up. The work out of my studio, Beatbox Studio in Pawtucket, we're still helping out tons of artists, put their dreams in their music and making it real and allowing them an opportunity to have those songs grow wings and become businesses for themselves.
Tell us more about that studio and kind of how that works.
So Beatbox Studio, we just celebrated our 10th year anniversary. It was just a place for us to do what we do as artists. I went through this phase where our indie label, C&J Records, and big up to all of them because they provided the foundation for me to be who I am now. Our label became defunct, and I found myself just hopping from studio to studio trying to find a home. And after a while, myself, my buddy Jay DePina, big shout out to Jay, and my buddy Vertigo, we decided that we was going to build our own. And I'm fortunate to say 10 years later, we're still up and running and providing opportunities not only for other artists but for ourselves to grow as well and work on our craft. So yeah, the studio's in downtown Pawtucket. It's 250 Main Street. Pop in on us. You could follow us on Facebook, Beatbox Studio, and yeah, if you want to, record some music, just hit me up personally, and I'll take care of you. I'll give you the family discount.
Perfect. What? Awesome. My goodness. Lucky you.
Yeah.
So you said you're a dad, and obviously you value making a difference in kids' lives. So
absolutely.
What are some of the things that you hope to pass on to your kids the most? Because you're a creative person, but you have all these other passions.
Yeah. I just want them to believe in themselves. That's really it. I want them to continue to chase after their dreams. I want them to fall in love with their work. I want them to feel that they're making a difference in the world. And I just want to support them. I want them to understand that they're supported and loved regardless of the mistakes that they make in life. Lord knows I've made a zillion and I continue to make them, but those are the things that make me better and add on to my character, and hopefully those are the things that I continue to grow from and leave a legacy for my children to follow and leave a good reputation for my children to build from. That's really all. I just want to support them in whatever they do. They're so different. Like my sons are 5 and 4. You met them. They're in the back. I think they're watching us now. What's up, boys? Cairo, Kaden. But they're so different. They're only 15 months apart. They're like polar opposites. My daughter, Kyla Jade Carvalho. Kyla, what's up? Kyla is playing lacrosse and doing cheer for Situate High School. She's killing it. She's a straight A student.
Amazing.
And I don't know, I just want them to feel supported, and I just want them to be good people. And I hope me as a role model in the way I treat them and the way that they see me treat the people around me inspires them to do the same, because I don't have any regrets in this life. I walk every day. I know that things could be better, but I also believe that things could also be worse, so I just count my blessings.
That's a great attitude to have, and I think you're walking the walk. I think your kids always watch what you do, and you're an example of that you can do all these things. You
Absolutely.
Can make a difference. You can do the things that are important to you, and still have your career, and still have the things that you're passionate about.
And travel.
And volunteer.
And
exactly.
And do important things. Like I sit on the board of directors for AS220, another organization that I firmly believe in their mission, and the history of that organization alone, is a staple here in Providence. The work is real. Having opportunities for youth to express themselves creatively, not just youth but all artists, because we're an underserved population all across, regardless of where you are, where you're from. I've learned that in order for me to really get props here at home, I had to leave. You know what I mean? It wasn't until I was traveling and going to Cape Verde and playing festivals with 100,000 people in attendance, and going to South Africa and playing big venues across the U.S. like Kennedy Center in D.C. It wasn't until those bigger opportunities, or being on BET, that was a big one.
Yeah.
Where people started taking me seriously at home. People are never gonna respect you if they can see you and touch you every day. So it's hard for an artist, especially for an artist that's confined to where they're from.
Yeah.
So I just try to support arts-based organizations and just inspire people by making my moves myself.
And the cool thing is, though, you're such an influential person in this scene, in the Rhode Island hip hop scene. In fact, about a month or so ago, we had Ana Gonzalez here, who created the Almost Dope documentary. And you were one of the featured, artists. So what was it like to be a part of that and know that you're a part of this legendary, hip hop Rhode Island scene?
I don't know. It's cool, to know that that film is so important, and then at the same time it's still just scratching the surface. Hip hop history in Rhode Island, the roots run deep and extend way back. So it was just the tip of the iceberg, and I was just fortunate enough to be involved in it. I thought the project was real dope and thorough, and it allowed people to take to look at the hip hop scene from a critical lens, and to hear real stories from people from different walks of life. Everybody that they highlighted were really from different eras, and different times, and are legends in their own right, and to even be mentioned, I guess maybe it's based on age. But it's it's just something that's a part of my life. Being involved in hip hop and performing is something that, I mentioned it to you earlier, it's a glorified hobby, but it's very much interwoven in the fabric of me as who I am as a person. It's something I've always done. It's something that I will always do. So I guess I'm the OG around here, and Friday I had the opportunity to perform with.
I was just gonna bring that up.
Two artists that I'm huge fans of, first and foremost, but I've been able to watch them just grow, progress, and just boom, really take off. And to be able to share the stage with those two gentlemen is, I'm honored and humbled myself.
So Friday night, Fete Music Hall,
Yeah.
it's you, it's Flawless, it's John Hope, Sky Jones.
Yeah.
Flawless and John Hope have also been on the show, so
Yeah.
they're friends of ours,
Yeah.
and finally we were able to get you on. So yeah, this is like a superstar night.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Star-studded.
I remember the first time I saw Flawless, and don't get it twisted, Flawless has been involved in the scene forever. You know what I mean? He couldn't have been he had to be 16 years old at a show, and he pulled out a chair, stood up on the chair, and just commanded attention. And to be an artist that is his cadence is so aggressive, and he's so thoughtful, and he's always been like that. From that moment when he was a teenager till now, that hasn't changed. And I'm just really happy for him and proud of him and the work that he's been doing, and the fact that I could pop his CD in the car and know that it's no cursing on the albums, and I could play it for my kids. It's just boom.
Yeah.
As far as Harry goes, me and this man go way back.
Guys are very similar too.
John
Both
Hope.
educators. We have so much in common,
Yo, John Hope is Providence. This man is brilliant. He's so talented. He just does so much. He inspires me in so many ways. I don't want to continue to fluff his pillow. He knows this stuff. That's my dude,
Yeah.
I'm excited for both of them. I'm excited for Sky Jones too. Sky Jones is another one who's just so talented, and I'm just excited for the scene, for where things are right now.
Yeah.
Everybody is doing their own thing and is delivering such different music, but to be able to share the stage with them on Friday night is going to be something special. I'm excited.
It is. It's going to be amazing. You guys should check it out. Friday night.
Absolutely. Support
Fit
those
Music
brothers
Hall,
right there.
9 p.m.
Yeah.
You can learn more about Chachi, chachihiphop.com.
Yeah, I'm actually dropping a new video tonight at 8.
Hey,
so log
tonight
on
at
to
8.
chachihiphop.com. You can check out a new video that was filmed in the island of Fogue in Cape Verde. The song's called Hora de Volta, which means time to return. And it's about just missing Cape Verde. It's been a little bit too long, so we're starting to get the travel itch right now. And, it's going to be soon time to pack the bag. So for any of you who haven't visited the Cape Verde Islands, please do yourself a favor. Yeah.
Amazing. Well, Chachi, thank you so much for coming on the show.
Thanks for having me. Big shout out, Roger Williams. Can I do this? Shameless self-promotion.
Please, go for it.
Big shout out to Roger Williams, School of Continuing Studies. The work they're doing there is amazing. If you're an adult and you're looking to get back into college, check them out. If you're a high school student from Providence or Pawtucket and you're interested and you've been, for one reason or another, haven't been successful in high school and you're looking to get your high school diploma and some college credits for free, hit me up. All right, hit me up at Roger Williams University. All right, and big shout out to AS220. Big shout out to all my music people here in Providence, in Rhode Island. Keep it up. I know it's hard. You know what I mean? I have to do a zillion jobs, but I still find time to get it done. And it makes it so much worth it when you do. So
absolutely.
Support Ava. Support this program. ChachiHipHop.com. I'm out!
Oh! Bye, Chachi.